set this down and let this play on the boombox if it's still connected to the Bluetooth. This is my other phone. Look, those are three daughters. That's a picture from like 5 years ago. Look, it's backwards. Why did they put it backwards? Excuse me. That's Trinity in the middle. Well, and then the one who looks like it's a joint. I don't know what she's holding. That's Israel. And Eva is the one reaching for it, of course. All right, so I'm going to play this. It's just a conversation with a friend. Where did it go? Oh, I gotta find it now. Wait, which one was 8? Oh, I wrote it down. All right, yeah, hold on a second. I write that. I do this voice recorder, you know. Just take the voice recorder and you record voices, you know. 111. I was making sure it was still going, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what number was that. Oh, what did I do? Move the page? Oh, let's move the pen. Where's the pen? Oh, here it is. 818. No. 82018. 82018. Let's see. It's 82018. 820. There it is. Or a storyline. Oh, you hook it up back up to the Bluetooth so you can listen to it. I just want you to listen to this conversation. Me trying to like talk to someone and get them out of their fucking zombie mode.
Bluetooth.
But he might be just being the zombie man mode, for his life. But we're all here to do what we're supposed to do, Just give me a second. 2 minutes into it. Maybe I should just start it over. Complete this video. No. This phone ain't hooked up to nothing. Oh, stop. Alright, well, if you're a trooper, you'll hang in here. I'll have to put it in the notes and fast forward it. What's with the Bluetooth? Wow, that's it. Connection available. Hit it, bitch.
Bluetooth connected.
Finally, mother. Ooh. No. All right. This is recorded on 8/20 of 18. Really? Logic or a storytelling of a concept, of a perspective, of a view of reality. Reality, what does that mean? Oh yeah, I do a bunch of like backward things. Reality. Recording, to do it. I just think this is funny because I'm a big outlier in society. Huh? I'm very counter to society's chosen beliefs. Right, but you're still trying to figure out what is there to grasp on that to be true. What's wrong with the truth? What's wrong with believing in any truth? It's the lie. What? Hold on. Did you hear that? Fuck this shit. What is it? He's the line of Eve. He's the lie Eve. He's the lion Eve. He's the lion Eve. He's the lion Eve. He's the lion of Eve. Whoops. Reality. He's the lion of Eve. Look, I got. There's an elephant right there. You see him with his tusk? Oh, never forgets. And why are we forgetting every night, huh? Holy shit, it is.
This way.
He is the line of Eve. Hold on. That's what it says.
One thing, whatever it is.
Hold up. He is the line of Eve. Is there another phone here? I got it. All right, so you go with Metro PCS. If you don't pay your phone bill over like a week or two, we'll just fucking turn it off. Look, I got this one, I got this one, I got that one, and they're free. They're free phones. I just buy fucking covers for them so I don't bust them up, and I do usually shatter the glass eventually. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. All right, this is called Home Videos 101. All right. Well, 103. The first one was 2 videos ago. Well, and this one started at 12:12 on August 22nd, and this was recorded on January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Why does it say 8/20? No. I don't know why it says. Can you see what that says? It says 8. Like it looks like International Day. I don't know why it says that. All right, so all right. Now is this reverse talk? No, I think what was it that? No, I think this reverse talk sucks. But the reverse talk on this phone, the earlier version, that's not it, but this other version, there's no ads. You just go. You don't have to wait for it. Go bing, ding, 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 ding. You don't have to wait for it. I think what that one is, they're like sucking it up, you know. So, anyways, reality. What was it? He used the Lions. Okay. All right. So he's dire. He's dire. That's not what it. He's dire. He's dire. But hold on, I just said something different on this other one. And maybe that's what it is. When you were talking to someone, that's what it is. Remember Thor or Zeus? That one comment that you just posted? I mean, one video you posted, someone commented, when we talk to a certain person, we are subconsciously or higher self trying to communicate a certain thing. Yeah, that's what it is. That's totally what it is. Because that's what it is. I remember this now. Because it's just like a diamond. It's the same fucking diamond. It's the same fucking word, but it's the vibration of your vocal cords, of your heart, of your being that's shooting through those words. So the word might have the same letters, but how you roll it off your tongue, everything I'm trying to say right now is probably epic of just people's learning of remembering. So every time you talk to someone, depending on who you're talking to, it's saying a different message basically, or a different facet of the message. You understand? So I might be saying reality. He's the liar. Oh, what do I have here? I'm just doing this. Hold on. Let's start this over.
Logic or a storytelling of a concept, of a perspective, of a view of reality. Reality, what is that?
Reality. Oh, you break it down, maybe.
Reality.
Oh, reality.
I think this is funny because I'm a big outlier to society. I'm very counter to society's chosen beliefs. Right.
Bullshit, man.
Trying to figure out what is there to grasp on that.
But he lives exactly what he's.
What's wrong with the truth? What's wrong with believing in anything?
He's the line of Eve.
What? Hold on.
He's the line of
Isn't
Eve.
that-
He's the line of Eve. And then that's what Satan said. Holy shit. He's the line of Eve.
He's the lion Eve, or he's the lion Eve.
He's the lion of Eve.
He's the lion Eve.
He's the line of Eve. Wow. Wow, that's it. And where's the other phone? Ah, here we go. I'm not on any drugs. And I haven't eaten all day, and I didn't eat dinner last night. And I just had it. I've had some, what is this called? Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPAs. They're like 8% because, you know, I'm a trooper. And I actually feel pretty normal when I drink those. It's kind of been crazy lately. He is the line of Eve. He is Lion of Eve. He is Lion Eve. Reality. 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 Whoops.
He's the liar. He's the liar. He's the liar.
He's the Lion of Eve. Reality. Reality.
He's the liar. He's the liar.
He's the Lion of Eve. Wow. All right, so let's go on. I don't. This is not for a quick fix video I'm doing. This is my own documentation of my own reality. My pupils waking up, and I suppose this is for the black cube matrix of the hypercomputer, right? So that's what I'm wondering too. You know. Seriously. All right, we'll see what this gets us.
Free girl, pussy.
He's the Lion Eve.
Let me put it this way. It's one thing.
Hold on. So it's kind of weird. 3 is 1. I got 3 cell phones working. I got one playing the recording of it, one using the backward whatever app to listen to shit backwards, and then I got the most recent one that's hooked up to the computer. And that's another thing. I don't know if there's any nurses out there or doctors. Sometimes you never get so fucked up, drunk or stoned or whatever you're doing, that you just like sit there and just, well, you could puke your brains out and dry heave or whatever, but then sometimes you just like your saliva, you can't stop saliving. You can't like, you just like, you're chewing. You're like, you ever dip, you know, you put chew in your mouth and you just salive, you know, you like spit. I just started spitting and if you swallow it, and then like you swallow so much of your spit, you just fucking puke it up. So, hey, dude, heart on my fucking wrist right here. It was before I started this job 3 days ago, man. I was fucking ready to rip my fucking wrist. Not my wrist, just below my elbow. Just slice those veins, man. Pour it out, man. Pour out the fucking blood, motherfucker. All right. Here we go.
Whatever it is one you, one me, one to a guy in China.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Two things to me, two things to you, two things to a guy in China, regardless of what you thoughts turn into things. Okay? Now, two, I choose to believe.
Hey, bro, I'm doing this. This is not like a quick fix thing. I'm just being myself, and this is for me. You know how you experience things like you trip on acid or do mushrooms. You know, I'm doing awesome actually, beyond belief. But you know how you learn something and you trip on acid or mushrooms and you see things and you just know it. It's like a feeling. It's like words with feelings, but the feelings bring the flavor and the color to the words. Our words are controlling us. So, anyways, I'm just trying to keep everything in track. So, this is the conversation that I had with Laird. He lives in North or South Dakota. I can't remember which one, where it's flat, almost like Kansas. So just listen along and maybe you'll hear something that means something. And the whole conversation, it's only 30 minutes long. I'm actually waiting for my coworker to come with his girlfriend to have a beer with me at 12:29. So anyways, tonight. All right. Do you do reverse speech? Reality? What was that? He's the king. See, I can't. I want to remember. He's the line of Eve. He's the line of Eve. Backwards. Forwards. Reality.
He's the lie. He's the lie.
He's the lie of Eve. He's the lion of Eve.
Oh my goodness! I choose to believe that when I explore my surroundings, and if I put my hand on something hot 10 times and it burns, and if I put my hand on something hot 10 times and it burns 9 times and doesn't
grab a beer.
I choose to believe what happened the 9 times instead of the once.
Well, you brought that up, okay?
Right?
So 6 years ago, I saw these people who had this whole ministry of burn victims. That if you were within 15 you can call contact them, because of people's testimonies of pain going away. And it has to do with the whole storyline, fire, burning.
Yeah.
We have 4 elements, air, wind, water, and air, water, fire.
True that, bro.
And it's a picture of our reality. But honestly, I think this sounds crazy, but the word illusion sounds crazy, like it's not real, but it's real because we make it real. I'm here willing.
I know.
I'm in agreement with this concept of 2 plus 2.
You know, my dad did tell me that. He's like, it is mind over matter, man. I mean, we are being so controlled, and yet there is a handler of our own selves. You call it the Holy Spirit, your higher self, New Age, things like that.
It's a matrix, a control thing that's trying to wake you up and prove you to your source, trying to remember yourself. Because your dick's been cut off, the most sensitive part, you've been used emotionally, you've been acted like a dog, you haven't been carefree, enjoy like a kid, you're 7-year-old, you're beat out of it. Well,
I know, I am. Thank you, Anubis, the God of souls. I know, you're the God of souls. Whoa, I gotta check out. I didn't know you were connected to me somehow. I have to check you out, bro.
But I'm definitely on the out.
Seriously. This is my 3rd one of just being fucking Fruit Loop straight go bitch. And it's for myself. It's not really for anybody else. I mean, it is for everybody else. Oh shit! I gotta grace myself eventually, or raw.
Sorry, most places.
Oh, right. And all places have their places, and we're all on a journey trying to figure out what's going on.
But I also choose to believe that,
I'm just thinking, I keep thinking in my head.
I also choose to believe that whether this is reality or not, it's this place and space I function in, and the grocery store only takes money, and so I got.
I know money. See,
I try to live with
Thor,
defying
Zeus,
rules,
money.
Right?
So
I know, but see, there's a power beyond living in the system.
So it's,
You possess the power.
it's fun.
If you know, if you can remember who
It's
you
fun
are.
to think that like maybe this all isn't here, but it doesn't matter
What's
because
that? There's something on. Why
these are the rules
right
I
up
gotta
there?
play by.
You know how sometimes people can communicate with animals? I mean, some people have more gifted of that, you know? That we're really all intertwined. And most of us are so stuck in the concrete jungle that we don't realize there's a better world there than the world some force has put over. There's a storyline, and we're in the story. The sun and the moon, they go at what we call ecliptic. You know, Clipper Dick.
Well, there's a ancient Vedaic scripture or story from India. Vedaic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Vedaic astrology. When you hear a dove, a dove and a bird only mates with one other bird its whole life. Well, there's a storyline that as long as it takes a dove to take a handkerchief and go across the mountains of this flat earth plane that we live on and wear down the mountains, that's how long you have till you get your shit straight. So that's how many reincarnated lives you're going to live. So you're going to come back, motherfucker, and do this all over again, over and over and over. Like deja vu. Like, all right, listen to this. My mom took me away, my sister away from my dad. I didn't meet my dad. This is his house. I'm living in his house. He passed away 3 years ago, August 1st. Eternity. Well, eternity, I used to study all the Greek and Hebrew. Eternity doesn't, your mindset thinks eternity is forever and ever, but when you break down the Greek, it's only age of the ages. It's age upon age. So I suppose it's just age. So yeah, there's ages and ages and ages. So what breaks us out of those ages? So I just thought about that differently. Because we think forever means there's no end of time. But when you look at the word, it's really eon upon eon, age upon age. So yeah, we are going to come back and do this again. Like you ever heard stories like when somebody dies, someone's born, and it's like okay, my middle child, her name's Eva. Well, just before Eva was born, my wife's mother's sister, her aunt or somebody, her name was Eva, and she passed away. And then for some reason, my wife wanted to call my daughter Eva, and that might be a coincidence, but I don't know. I do know. Even our language. Do you know our language is languishing us? Do you know how it's perfectly created? This system that we've been placed into is totally perfect. It really is. I mean, in the sense of that 1 through 10, and then you start over again at 11. Then you start over again at 21. Then you start again at 20. Look at that. That even tells you that we're over and over and over again, over and even, push, pull, over and even. Inside is the outside, as above, so below. A lot of us are waking up in a different way than just trying to go somewhere. Well, I suppose we're going somewhere. Well, where's that going? To your true heart? To your true self? I mean, part of me thinks, well, if I actually give up my will and subject myself to my higher power and listen to that Holy Spirit or that higher self, that I'm an avatar. I'm just a fruit bucket. To polarity for eternity. What? So, anyways, yeah, dude, I used to be a big time Christian, and I wasn't a Christian in the sense of Bible thumper. I was like a personal, like, I could get down to your fucking your roots, right? Dig my toes right with your toes in the fucking dirt and find out where you're at, who you are, like relational, you know, and it's like truth in plain sight, you know. So yeah, I think so. There's that story of the dove. When you hear the dove go hoo, or coo coo coo. When I was a kid and growing up in Whitewater, Wisconsin, 1020 West Highland Street, just put it all out there. What was the football? We were the Badgers, not the Badgers. We were the Whippets, but our dog looked like a cool little white pit bull, actually. But I had this bedroom, and in this bush, there was always, I could hear this dove making that sound. Wow, holy shit, it's all coming together. I've thought of that before, but the storyline of that Vedic astrology is actually, as long as it takes that dove to hold in his beak a handkerchief and fly across the mountains to wear it down, that's how much time you have to fucking get your shit straight. If not, I mean, and how long is a dove gonna wear down the mountains? It's not gonna do it, bro. Not in this carbon-based system. Yeah. Actually, you know, today at 9 o'clock in the morning was the court date that I could have gone to be sovereign if I had the understanding to speak to these people at the bar, at the court, about the foreclosure of my dad's house. My dad passed away 3 years ago. I came to meet him 3 years ago. Well, I didn't meet him 3 years ago. It's the longest time I've ever spent with him. And he's gone now, you know, and I'm living at his home. Dude, we are making this shit up. We're not making this shit up. We're along for the ride. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. I gotta start sitting up straight, you know, because, you know, we are not engines, not machines, but we are avatars. We are. Excuse me, pardon me. We are really. Life is in the blood. So, all right, off subject. Well, that's not off subject. What the fuck? All right. When we do blood over intent and we post it to the the internet, maybe that's a way to get set free from the dogmatic evil that's here. Because, you know, if you think about it, if you think about us, we're electricity. They talk about our energy, and we're in molecules, matter, right? Well, man has taken physical, you know, whatever, physical substances. Oh, that one makes it nice and bright. Should keep that one up there. Look, it's like right in the back. Wow, that's weird. You see how it makes the tone of the light change? That means something. So there's electricity in this plastic, and there's gold in there. There's got to be some kind of gold, right? That's a good Google search. How much gold is in a cell phone? Because, you know, there's gold in the motherboard. ICU, IPU, ICU. The truth is in plain sight. and we're just zombies asleep. So maybe when we do blood over intent and post it on the Ethernet, our blood is thicker than water. It's not having to do with family. I mean, it is family. It's all the generations. If my dad wasn't born, I'm not here because I come from my dad, and his dad wasn't born. Ba 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 ba. And actually, it's the blood of the father, if I remember correctly, that keeps it all going. And and there's a lot of Christianity I don't agree with, but one of the last verses of the Bible talks about how the hearts of the fathers will return to the children. In this day and age, the man with his golden phallus, his golden dick, being a lust monster, or even perverted, and I mean, what is a gay guy, and it has to do, there's so much information. I mean, how does sperm recreate in an asshole? You can't recreate, you're going to recreate shit? Fuck you, bitch, and I think it has to do with utero, when the mother, I want a girl so bad, she's thinking this shit, or she's going through trauma, all that shit is totally reflected on the baby that she's carrying, and the food we eat and all that kind of shit. I'm just going on and on and on. So, what was the last question? Maybe I'll get me back on topic. I'm planning on mining gold in Alaska in summer. Really? How much? I gotta get my ID back. What are you gonna do? So, what are you gonna do with gold? You just gonna trade it in for Bitcoin? And that's another question I have. Why is gold? I don't give a fuck about gold. Yeah, it never once it's purified. Oh, it's a picture of us. That's what it is. Okay, circumcision of the heart, a pure heart. Money. See, but even those words you speak, it will cost money to bring what if there is no money? What if there's just power? And like the power is you're a part of something that has all the connections, that maybe has all the money that you're dreaming of, but you're thinking of money in the sense of you have to obtain something to get what you want. What if you can, all right, why do you want to go mine gold? Can you answer me that? Mr. Hold on, where is it? Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Souls? Fuck that. Dude, I've been living in this house. He says I live in poverty. Dude, I don't have a refrigerator, bro. I keep my water heater off, all right? My electric bill is $25 a month. Last Christmas, I didn't have my electric on for a month, And when I went to go turn it back on, I happened just a couple of days before, found my stepmom's bank something with her Social Security. So when I called in, they said, well, we can't turn it back off because we sent it to the collection agency. And I had her Social Security and got to put it back in her name because I don't have a bank account, Dude, poverty. See, you're living by the system, bro, and quit fucking chasing a fucking. It's beyond our words, man. Our words are controlling us. Our concept of reality is controlling us. Word, big bird. I know, bro. Seriously. Do you see the sea? Yeah, it's not money, man. It's following your heart, listening to your voice in your head. I don't know. I don't hear voices. I don't know. When you start talking to yourself, or I don't know, you're call me crazy. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but when I was a Christian, man, I had some supernatural experiences of just, yeah, here we go. So yeah, you don't need to go to Alaska and fucking mine for gold. Hell no. I mean, unless that's your path and that's where you need to go to wake up. But I think it's a shorter route than Alaska to get there. Seriously. So, but anyways, I was just started this video on this conversation I had with a guy that I've only just started becoming friends with, and but he can't. He's not quite like me or us. I mean, if the opportunity comes from hard work, slavery, side by side, dude, I just sprayed the last two. I do construction. I can do anything. All right. The last 2 days I've been spraying. I don't eat much food because for the last 2 weeks I quit my other job because I was working for these rich people. I built their front columns in their house. They're remodeling this other house, and I have great skill. I can, when I'm in the sync of myself, of the true self, I'm fucking slice and dice, fucking, chalk it. The columns that I made were 1x12s out of cedar, red cedar, and she wanted them tapered, like tapered, like they were like how tall? How was that? 87 inches. 70. They were 71.25 inches long, like 6 feet. I don't know what that turns out to be. I had to take off 2.25 off the top and leave it barely on the edges. Chalk a line, bevel the skill saw, Makita. Yeah, you have to have good tools, man. If you have shit tools, then you can fucking duck and get lost. You know what I mean? And I was in the moment, man. I just fucking pushed it like I was a machine. I mean, like I was not a machine. Well, we are machines, okay? All right, so let's get back to that, all right? Well, I made those cuts perfect and put them together and toenailed them with trim nails and then stained them. And I think there's a picture of it somewhere or a video. But let's get back to machines. All right. What if there's more to us than we realize, that we are truly asleep? You know what I'm saying? And that we think we're awake. Yeah, my heart's pumping and shit. But your true self is not listening to your higher self, which is, you awake? Is that what it is? Or is there somebody on the other side of the Thunderdome, outside of there, has the ability to communicate? Or maybe it's at Mount Meru, the magnetic north, where you're all supposed to go in the toilet hole, like spin around and find paradise. And I think that's the bottom line, man, is you have to listen to your heart. If you don't listen to your heart, you're lost at sea. You're a cockroach. And Satan fucking says it like a fucking, he says it's so pissed off that this is what I take, how he says motherfucker and all that shit, because I didn't grow up a Christian, but he's like, oh, you don't swear and shit. So he swears and does all that shit. To those who don't have a clue, who are stuck on the religion side that has the truth in it, but it keeps you in bondage. He's trying to tell you the truth, and if you can see through the flesh, you'll see the spirit. If you can follow my words. Holy shit. Wow. This is awesome. I am really coming to be who I am to be. I feel like I'm a wizard, man. I've always been a wizard. I haven't seen my daughters in 10 years, man. I'm living in my dead dad's house, who I haven't seen. I met him a mile and a half around down the road for the first time on my, holy shit, you can't make this shit up. I'm putting it all together. I mean, I know this is all it, but when you, I've lived it, but now you see it, now you don't. When your eyes are wide shut, wide open. Cochrane Road, Geneva, Florida. Wow. I wonder if the Men in Black, or maybe, see, that's what I'm wondering. If people understood what I'm starting to understand, I would think they'd want to come here and just fucking like zip me out of here, man, and say, don't quit talking. Either that, or they say, keep on talking because that's the way we want you to go because we're going to feed off your ass, motherfucker. You know, like your blood's going to get so purified, we're just going to suck it up and enjoy it and live on for ourselves. I don't know if you're following me, anybody out there, and to the Ethernet. Wow. You know, dude, if you look on my channel, man, a few days ago, I was fucking flipping out, man. And like a month ago, I got from my sister my middle child's picture. She was 3.5 the last time I saw her. She was I hate to say it, she was my favorite. I had the most bonded with her. The youngest one was a baby. The oldest one, she was bonded with her mother because she wasn't sure she was going to marry me. And her parents wanted her to abort the baby. And so she spent like a month and a half while I was getting my shit together. Because I first was like, yeah, I'm glad you're pregnant, you know? But then I was like, holy shit, I've been a piece of shit, barely even living. And so insecure in my own self. How am I going to take care of a woman and a baby? But I'm like, fuck no, man. I never had my father. And I don't have it. I know I might have ego on me, but I feel like I don't. You know, I feel like if I acted in any way, it was out of fear or doubt. You know, it wasn't out of just retaliate or just because I wanted to do something stupid like burn an insect with a fucking thing. Because look at, I'm going to burn this fucking thing with this magnifying. See, now even that story's even saying something. Everything we speak, all right. Everything we see, everything we speak is trying to wake us up. When you see an insect, dude, all right, here's a story. Before I built the columns, I did that by myself. I was a cut man for this other carpenter who's better than me. He got me back on track. His name's Wayne. He's got curly hair like me. He's older, like 10 years older than me. And he's got a good heart too. But I was flipping out. It was that day that I had a face-off with myself, which I thought I came to realize, because I was like, hold it, you're talking back to me? I mean, it was a confrontation. I was like, and I'm here chopping up wood, and I had the pencil mark on the wood. I'm chopping reclaimed barnwood. These people are rich people. And we're putting this shit on the front of their house, inside their house. And I had this conversation. I was like, fuck you. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Am I starting to go? I was thinking, am I going nuts? Because I just had this experience with myself or my higher self. I had a face off. And then when I went to start the saw up, you hit the saw to start the spinning of the saw. Not a butterfly, a ladybug gets sucked out up underneath the saw. I let go of it, the motor, and it lands on my piece of wood and crawls over the fucking pencil mark and turns around and looks at me and says, yeah, man, you're in the matrix, bro. Listen to that higher self of your heart. That's all I can put it in words. That's the only way I can try to explain what I'm trying to explain. And I was like, what the fuck? You can't make that shit up. I just saw this ladybug come up, let go of it, lands on my piece of wood, walks across it, turns around to me, and my self says, I mean, that was a physical fucking ladybug. What does that mean? I mean, what do ladybugs resemble? You know, and then I've had dragonflies. I've had conversations in my head with my higher self or my heart or whatever, my avatar controller in another dimension that I'm supposed to just listen to. Is that my true self? And yet somehow I'm locked in a body and I'm not awake, and that part of me is awake on another dimension and I'm trying to wake me up in this dimension? Or You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, dude. Like I've had dragonflies come up and just look at me when I'm having a conversation, learning some deep shit. I'm like, holy shit! And then all of a sudden, this dragonfly comes up and just fucking stares me in the face, and I'm like, and then it flies away. I'm like, well, there's another confirmation. There's a synchronicity. You know, I'm serious. Yeah, I know, dude. I even, all right, no, even to top the story, I grabbed a piece of wood, and the guy's up on the scaffolding right there, and I said, Wayne, see this this butterfly. That's another fucking story. I said, this whole, wow. All right. I've seen a YouTube video somewhere talking about, I can't remember a podcast or what. Somehow our minds are being erased every night when we go to sleep. It's like somehow the experiences you're experiencing and the attunement of empowerment of energy of like turning on when you go to sleep, it's like when you wake up the next morning, you get back in that same old construct of being stuck in shit, and you think, oh, I got to do this, and like you lose all that experience of the feelings of truly knowing with true eyes, you know? I mean, so it's that spell casting. And that's what I feel like I'm here to be, a person to set the bond, those that set myself free and set everyone else free. You know, and I think the spirit of destiny, I know, yeah. Actually, I'm having a friend, I can't say anything. I don't live in a drug-free America yet. I mean, free drug America. I said it backwards. I shouldn't. So, what was that last one? Huh? I know. Well, there's so much involved, you know. Like if we're machines, but all right, we say we need certain minerals and stuff to function better, you know, not have rotten teeth or overweight or thyroid problems or blood problems, or people talk about being breatharians, Jen Love. And I wish Jen Love, I suppose I don't know. Do you know Jen Love? I listened to her music for like 5 months straight, man. I mean, I hate to say it. It's nothing to do with lust. No, I mean, I think she's, you know, attractive, you know, but she doesn't crank my horn. I mean, it's her heart, man. It's the message that she sung. I mean, no shit, Sherlock, dude. I downloaded, I MP3 the YouTubes and just had her music, and just for like every day, 24 hours a day, basically. I'm not 24 hours, just constantly listening to those songs, man. I'm getting off track. Does she still no, she doesn't. But do you know who I'm talking about? Mr. Soul? Or Freedom Guidance? Anubis. How old are you, Anubis? And is that how you pronounce it? And you bus. Oh, have you heard of Tracy Twyman? She says it's all about the anal birth of the homunculus. Okay, what it is, you know, get your monkey off the back. Oh, right. Oh, I suppose, is there a lag in time? Yeah, she had a baby named Eden from the other boy, and they're on their journey. I mean, you know, I wish she came to see me instead of the other boy. Had a baby with me. I mean, because I'm right along with her heart, big time, man. No doubt about it. I mean, she's like, I don't know, twin flames, soulmate. I mean, I got her back, man. I told her I'm like I'm the snow bear, polar bear. You know, like the golden compass. It's your heart. They're telling us everything in our fucking faces, and we're stone cold. Most of us are stone cold, stone heart, stone cold dead, like Snow White, stone cold dead, stone heart, heart, ice heart. And guess what? We're so afraid to go to the cold Antarctica, or what is going on? I'm seeing a bunch of lights and shit. Shit's flying all around. Like a ceiling fan? Wow. You know when a ceiling fan like leaves like this, like, wow. There must be a lot going on here. A shadow? Wow. You know, if you cut shit out of your peripheral village, your peripheral, wow, vision. Holy shit. It's all good. So buttons, put your clothes back on to make the journey. You know what I'm saying? To perpetual twilight. I probably Bluetooth disconnected. It did connect. Here, I got one of the songs right here. Actually, let me put it back on. Let's play that. Oh, so I was sitting so long, I lost feelings in my legs. That probably means something too.
Bluetooth.
How long is this going now? 52 minutes. Fuck it. This is the first time I've ever done this, really. Dun, 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 dun. Well, because it's about time, motherfucker. It's about time I get out of my egg. Crack it open, motherfucker. Oh, here comes the baby. Chicka, 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 chicka. Cackle doodle doo. No more cocks. Ca, 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 ca. You ever heard a crow? It goes ca, ca, ca. It's the K. It's the 20. I forget what number of the alphabet it is. Everything, every animal, everything is a symbol, a picture of a story, of a meaning, of the fucking reality we live in. What was that called at the beginning?
He's the light. He's the light.
He's the line of Eve. He's the line of Eve.
Reality. He's the light. He's the light.
He's the lie of Eve. He's the lie of Eve? Why did this connect? He's the lie of Eve, or he's the lion? Reality. He's the lie of Eve. So who's the lie of Eve? Who's he? He is
Bluetooth connected.
So I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, where's dun 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 dun. I'm gonna play Jim Love. Put it right out there. I mean, well, what's right out there? The fucking truth, man. Either that, or it's a good fucking. They're using us all together to. All right, like Golden Compass, to take all the children to the North Pole. You know, what is that? You know, and they're trying to harvest the blood. So maybe we are the children. Become like a child. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven unless you have a childlike heart. The Bible says circumcision of the heart and the removal of the body of the flesh. Break the ego. Let go of my 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 ego. Holy shit. Yeah, if I could keep all this shit together and not lose it and continue on every day, slice and dice. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I love it. Thank you. My fourth song, I think this is it. Fourth.
You
And
are
this one
divine.
So I hope you enjoy it. It's about each and every one of you. Okay, here we go.
This is
Doesn't take much to see the truth. You just gotta hold through. Doesn't take a lot to see it clear. You just gotta lose that fear. It's alright to feel like you're on this journey alone. It's okay to feel that way, but you have
I do that all the time with dogs at the job site. It makes me feel good. And it has nothing to do with like, oh, motherfucker, I want to fuck you, hot bitch. Yeah, that's the fucking perverts or the ones who are so stuck in their fucking flesh suits they can't see beyond that. It's your heart, man. It is your fucking heart. I'm a 9 of hearts, born December 22nd, 1970. If you look at the poker deck is 52 cards. It's 4 suits, 4 seasons that we live in, 52 weeks of the year. It's a picture of a tree. The spades are the trunk. The heart is the fruit of the tree. The clubs are the leaves of the tree. The wind, the fire, earth, ground, and is it water? But anyways, it's a perfect thing. The solar, we live in the matrix. We really do, man. This is a construct that's been created, and we are part of whatever this God. And it's not a God of like, I don't know. It is some kind of a God, that's for sure, because we're trying to return to source. I mean, and the source is your heart. All right, okay. Let's say you built a car, big muscles, 1969 Chevelle Malibu, 400 small block, punched out, 427, made it all work, and it didn't work. You're like, what the fuck? I put all this energy in it, and it's not working? Well, that's who we are, man. It's like we something created this great piece of machine, but yet something else came alongside and fucked and like put a chip in the motor and said, you can only use like 0.9% of your fucking billion potential. That's what's going on here somehow. And yet somehow there's this purification of the heart to bring us people, us whatever, into this fruition to do what? What are we here to do? That's what people want to go somewhere else. I think paradise is right here, right now. There's just all this fucking bondage and shit of this, they call them reptilians or whatever, or archons. All these different religions have different stories, but they're all saying the same, kind of almost same thing. Demons. This is a big battle going on, big time. Something's going on. Something's going on. So there's a little ramble there.
to know you are divine, I am divine, we are divine and non-blind. I am divine, we are divine, the sunshine.
Can't make this shit up, bitch. Not her.
So divine, V-I-V-I-N, he divine, we divine. V-I-V-I-N, he divine, we divine, we divine, V-I-V-I-N, he divine, we divine.
You know, I started this video because I'm about to go to sleep, and I was going to post this conversation that when what is she? I my mind, I can't remember. What's her name? Anubis. And Anubis. Anubis. What does that mean? Hold on. I'm using the phone. I can't Google it. Yeah, like Tracy Twyman. Check out Tracy Twyman. She said at the end of a Higher Side chat, Higher Side with Greg Carlwood, she said at the end of it, and then after she said that, she got hacked. She was letting the seed out. Like me with my butthole, with my hemorrhoids hanging out, suck it up, you know. My heart feel like it's failure because I haven't seen my 3 daughters in 10 years. You know, I was insecure because I never met my dad, you know, blah, blah, blah. The story is deep as fucking heavens are above us. You know, that, dude, yeah. So, Bobby. So Tracy Twyman said, it's the anal birth of the homunculus. Okay, get the monkey off your back. You know, he's got a monkey on his back. He's got heroin problems, alcoholism, pervert lust, poker, money, buying shit. You know, but the monkey, it's the moon, right? The women give birth around full moons. You know, and they say different people. Sometimes the moon is the woman, and they say the sun is the sun. But guess what? Who gives life? They both do. But the moon it's cold. That light from the moon is cold. I don't believe the moon's light is a reflection of the sun. I don't believe that. How can something hot bounce? And so there's something going on. Like even NASA. I've seen the shuttles go off. I can just go right outside, right up in the street, just right in the yard next to me, and watch them. And they always go up, the shuttles or rockets, and they curve. And just think about it. Wake up. You ever heard of Florida is the lightning capital of the world, you know? Florida, like astronaut, astro, stars, not. There's no astronauts. We don't get out of this fucking dome. Excuse me. We live in a petri dish. And we are turning on. You know? It's not on and off, on and off. It's not a code anymore. I mean, the code's being hacked. You know, and this is in Revelations that there's gonna stars are gonna fall from the heavens. Well, what if we are the stars that are falling from this heaven? Because we are in heaven, in a sense. I mean, everything we've been taught, if you flip it upside down and twist it around and throw light through it. And that's what they say, like, this is all based on light. Light and sound are words. Are words. Hey, Zeus, Thor, could you backward mask this whole conversation and let's see where we go? I wish I was drunk. You can tell in my heart. I mean, I'm right here, right now. So we are the vine. We are the vine. We are divine. We are the vine that walks and the dirt that speaks. Seriously, do you see the sea? Follow the dolphins. That's what I want to do. If I'm going to go anywhere, is get on I feel like this is going to be a group of us. I suppose, I don't know. Satan doesn't say, you say, hang low, don't cause any problems. That's why sometimes I feel like I shouldn't talk about what I'm experiencing and what I'm knowing. I'm not trying to cause any problems, but I suppose I'll just start asking him questions on his own YouTube. Talking about dinosaurs. Fuck, that's old school shit. We know there's no fucking dinosaurs. Shit. So, Mr. Saturn, if you make it this far in this recording of Satan, the plumber, making pipes actually, not cleaning them out, He's new construction. Maybe remodeling here and there. So I've been, my higher self or myself been telling me I need to do blow over intent a lot more, like all the time. You know? Pour out blood. Actually, I just thought about this today. Where's that sock? Actually, I take a short sock and stick it between my butt cheeks to keep sometimes I can't tell I'm 6'3". I'm like 170 pounds. I'm like a native Indian mixed with a white woman, the alien blood. I'm O negative, you know? Where is that sock? What do I do with that sock? That's kind of weird. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Whoa! See this? I texted to my friend in Seattle. He's like, "What? Why is your foot bleeding so much?" I'm like, "Oh, it's not my foot, bro. I fold it in half, and I don't even go to the store to buy food. I used to go walk a mile and a half to Geneva to get to the food bank, 2 churches, you know. This goes between my butt, you know, cheeks. I don't stick it in there. I mean, who wants to stick something in your butt? I had to learn like 3 years ago. I had to stick my finger up there and fucking push the little grape that's trying to bust out. It was a grape today and yesterday. Before, it feels like a snake. And it's like, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Someone's fucking me, man. What the fuck? I'm sorry to be honest, but I'm serious. Oh, you can't make this shit up, can you? You think I'm making this up? Wow. I'm ready, man. I'm fucking ready. I'm not ready to go anywhere. I'm ready to be who I am. To be who I am. To remember who I am. You know? Because it's not that I don't want to come back here. I want to do what I know to do. Do you understand that? I want to do what I know to do. I want to do what I know to do. I want to do what I know to do. Do it, bitch. Oh, did I lose Bluetooth again? Nope. All right, let's play it.
Doesn't take much to see through the lies. The truth hides in plain sight. Doesn't take a lot to know what's real, 'cause it's something you can feel. But it's alright to feel like you're on this journey alone. And it's okay to feel that way, but you have to know you are divine, I am divine.
No.
We are divine and I'm alive. You
Knowing or know, and that's what's wrong, man. The language we speak. You can say no. What do you mean? N-O? Or do you mean or is it K-N-O-W? I know, no. I know, no, I know, no. It's your heart. It's your vocal cords. It's your voice. It's your heart. It's your light. You know, I met my dad when I was 18 up at the Circle K just down the road. I drove all the way down from Wisconsin, Whitewater, Wisconsin, with my best friend Brandon. I got busted for a pot when I was a senior in high school with a little tiny pot. I was showing a friend of mine in shop class this cool little brass pipe that had a lid on it, screwed on. I was like, that was cool. And my old burnout friends from junior high, I turned into a jock because my parents We went to some party in the summer, and oh, you should quit hanging out with them, hanging out with the smokers. I hang out with the smoker. So, anyways, blah 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 blah. It's so deep. It's so profound. We're all living a journey, man. You're Mr. What's your name again? All right, you leaving, bro? Anubis. That's cool. But bus and you bus. All right. I probably should just get off and check you out before I forget you. Anubis. Cool. So this is just for me, or it's for everybody. I met my dad. I know. Oh, that's right, the K. So the K is the Ka. It's the KKK. Was it the 22nd letter? Is it the 22nd letter? No. I wonder what. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I already passed it, didn't I? All right. We'll go out with a song. What time is it? 1:11, 30, 57, 1:12.
Are you divine? We are divine like the sunshine. D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, you're divine, you're divine. D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, I'm divine. D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, we're divine. D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, we're divine. Doesn't take much to know the score. You just gotta open the door. Doesn't take much to rise above. If you're centered in
It's the
love,
door of your heart.
it's alright to feel like you're on this journey alone. It's okay to feel that way.
Sorry, smoke.
But you have to know. You are divine, I'm divine. We are divine and I'm the light. You are divine, I'm divine. We are divine like the sunshine. D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, you're divine.
Blood over intent.
Divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, divine, I'm divine.
You know why they cover their one eyes? They say it's pagan. It's because you're on the wrong side of your brain, bitch. You've been split in half. Circumcision. Seriously. It creates a schism. Your left and right brain are connected. You're fighting yourself back and forth. So you got to look out of one eye to get the other side of your brain, the fucking love side, awaken. Seriously.
Thank you very much.
I'm enjoying that one.
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Hi guys, this is my first video since Blood Over Intent.
This is a good one too.
I'm
They're all fucking
inspired,
good.
I guess
Hopefully, Jin Love, you see this and find who I really am.
didn't have much confidence before when it came to
And
expressing myself
I'm,
musically.
you know,
Something I enjoyed
and it's
doing, but didn't really like sharing it with people so much. It was more
I
of a
just-
private thing.
so. Anyways,
But since doing Blood Over Intent, I do feel, I guess, like just expressing myself and
wake up, Snow White.
seeing how it goes.
Seven dwarfs are
That
here.
would
The
be
guy
the song
came
has
out
a
there.
name, the reason I'm doing songs
All those
instead of
planets
just
up
holding
there,
the cameras because
push,
I find it
pull.
easier to express myself this way.
The poker cards.
So, let me know what you think.
Everything's planned out for us. It's your choice
And
and your reaction of your will,
here we go, okay.
your willpower.
Maybe a few mistakes here. but
Can you open the door to your heart? That's the message. Ooh.
You're like me, I guess you find
Awesome.
a feeling burning
It's the-
down
Her words, the music, is the key to your heart. If you can resonate with it, then you're part of the family. You really are. We'll see you guys soon.
Bring your heaven